As great power competition intensifies globally, so does the contest over West Africa's natural resources and strategic trade routes, which are reshaping global power dynamics. China and Russia each pursue different strategies toward Africa, but they share the goals of subverting US and European influence, while seeking economic gains. Let's explore each country's interests and strategies in West Africa and consider their implications. West Africa is of interest to global powers for several reasons. The region is strategically located along key sea trade routes and plays a pivotal role in the United Nations General Assembly due to its number of votes. It also boasts rapidly growing youth demographics, a large free trade area, and abundant natural resources, including hydrocarbons and rare earth elements. Additionally, it is Europe's southern flank. However, West Africa is also known for its challenges, including escalating conflicts and associated violence, coupled with the impacts of climate change. These factors contribute to economic instability, cross-border fragility, and humanitarian crises. Security spillover is a regional problem, and individual nations' weak governance struggles to address these challenges effectively. In 2024, both China and Russia seek influence in West Africa. China, with its long-standing ties to the region, often links its development projects to the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, which encompasses various sectors, including hydrocarbons and transportation. Between 2013 and 2021, China invested billions of dollars in Nigerian gas reserves and built a natural gas pipeline envisioned to become part of the North African Trans-Saharan Pipeline. Chinese engagement has fostered education, economic growth, and development in many African countries through infrastructure development, connecting African cities, and enabling economic development. However, China's BRI project investments have faced setbacks, such as repayment issues, delays, and cancellations. Additionally, China's reputation in Africa when it comes to financing, due to high interest loans, earned Beijing the label of loan shark. In recent years, some nations now allocate 60% of their government revenues to debt servicing. This debt burden deters Western companies from engaging in the region. Moreover, China's low-quality workmanship has led to infrastructure failures, leaving locals dependent for maintenance and repairs. In short, China overpromises and underdelivers in Africa, and it shows. Russia, on the other hand, has re-engaged in West Africa, reviving Cold War-era ties. Since its 2022 invasion of Ukraine, the Kremlin has prioritized Africa in its global strategy. Facing international sanctions and economic pressures, Moscow adopts a low-risk, high-reward approach on the continent. Like China, Russia seeks to exploit the region's low-cost labor, which ties back to demographic challenges, strategic influence, and economic gain. Russia's strategy in West Africa involves aligning with African elites, undermining democracy, and supporting authoritarian regimes, rather than engaging in traditional influence methods, such as foreign direct investment, trade, and development aid. Instead, Russia focuses on political support, military equipment sales, and security cooperation, often strengthening authoritarian regimes. Moscow employs paramilitary groups, and in 2024 they made the Wagner Group part of the Africa Corps. These groups exploit the region's fragile security situation and through information operations stoke negative sentiments between West Africa and the West, particularly France. The Kremlin positions itself as a more favorable partner to locals via social media, diplomacy, and paramilitary support, all aimed at countering Western influence and gaining political leverage. In conclusion, China and Russia are deeply involved in great power competition in West Africa. While their approaches differ, their objectives are aligned: to secure economic advantages and influence in the region, often at the expense of the West. The United States must anticipate and respond to these emerging threats and opportunities. The United States has long engaged in Africa through financial aid and soft diplomacy, primarily via the U.S. Department of State and U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID. With a mixed record. In West Africa, Special Operations Command Africa, or SOC Africa, extends these efforts by countering China and Russia's influence through initiatives like foreign internal defense, military education, and security force development, all aimed at strengthening local governments. SOC Africa's civil affairs units also play a vital role in stabilizing West African societies, reducing their vulnerability to external pressures. These units lead community-based programs, including health initiatives like immunization drives and women's empowerment projects that promote gender equality. Moreover, educational activities such as English language programs further enhance cooperation and local capacity and resilience, providing employment skills. By supporting these initiatives, the U.S. helps build stronger, more self-sufficient communities in the region. These efforts reduce the appeal of external partnerships with powers like China and Russia, whose interests may not align with the region's long-term stability. Through these initiatives, the U.S. not only fosters economic growth, but also global inclusion of West African nations to secure mutual strategic interests in a region increasingly contested by global rivals. For more information, please see the full JSOU Press Quick Look product titled China and Russia in West Africa, The Tale of Two Powers and Their Quest for Dominance, researched and written by Ms. Christiane Thompson, JSOU Assistant Professor. Find it at jsou.edu/press. We would like to thank these people for their work on this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel to see more JSOU Snapshots in the future.